All right, here are my only two predictions for the draft. Joe Burrow's going number 1 to Cincinnati, and Miami's going to win the night and the weekend. 14 picks, 3 in the first round, a New England connection, and this team knows what they're doing. It doesn't take long. Remember, the league is trying to help bad teams. That's why it's just inexplicable that the Browns have been this bad for 20 years. It makes no sense. The league is trying to help you. They give you an easier schedule. They give you a franchise tag. Well, we can't afford this guy. All right, just franchise him. And they're still terrible. The Miami Dolphins, you can see it. It is not hard to do. Bill Parcells did it 4 times. Overnight, Miami, Jets, New England, overnight, fix stuff. It's not that hard to do. So what do the Dolphins do? They hire a coach from a top system, Brian Flores. No nonsense guy, no noise guy, no drama guy. He goes out and he gets Byron Jones, elite corner, the one thing New England always pays for. He goes out and gets Kyle Van Noy, high IQ, veteran linebacker. He gets Shaq Lawson. He can stop the run. He can get the quarterback. He gets Jordan Howard, the running back. So he goes and solves a few issues, not necessarily superstar players, but, little expensive. He gets guys who have been in the league. He gets veterans, and now he's got all these draft picks. 23 in 2 years, 14 this year, 3 first-rounders. You can see the really smart rebuilds happening fast. You can see Andy Reid goes to Kansas City, and they're terrible. And he gets Alex Smith. And you're like, okay, Andy Reid, first thing he does is get a veteran quarterback, and he comes in, and Alex Smith starts winning. They go 2-14 to 11-5, and they've been rolling since. You can see it. San Francisco with Kyle Shanahan. What did he do? First of all, they started building a defensive front. They inherited some good defensive front players. They start adding more. Then they have a good, Joe Staley's a good left tackle. They make sure they get a right tackle from Notre Dame, Mike McGlinchey, a road grader. And so you can see it happening. They're competitive with Nick Mullins at quarterback. They're losing, but you're like, they got their tackles. Then they get Garoppolo, the quarterback. He gets hurt, but they got the quarterback. They got defensive line. So they're building lines, find the quarterback. You can see it. Miami, to me, is the same thing. Is that first thing they do, they get a coach from a winning system. Second thing they do, they create a culture where from week 1 getting crushed by Baltimore to the last 9 games where they won 5, they get rid of some expensive guys. They get rid of head cases. They get younger, accumulate draft picks. First off season, they go get a corner. That's what the Patriots pay for. A former Patriot linebacker. Shaq Lawson, Jordan Howard, guys who have played before, know what the game's about. Then, here we go, first round, 3 picks. They know what they're doing, and it's not hard to do. Bill Parcells has done this. He's done it literally 4 times. And you look at Cincinnati, and they can't get the owner and the GM and the coach last 15 years. Didn't feel like they get it right last 10 years. And then there's Cleveland where there's all this noise, and they can't get the stuff at the top right, and it's a bunch of chaos. Miami's going to draft a quarterback tonight. Which one, I don't know. Miami's going to draft an offensive tackle tonight. Which one, I don't know. But it's amazing. Houston, even when they win, noisy. Cleveland losing, noisy. Noise is bad in this league. And here is Miami. No nonsense, quiet, covert operation, get draft picks, smart veterans. This is how you do it. Not a lot of noise. Anybody that's nonsense, they get rid of. Anybody that's noisy, they get rid of. They're not interested. And as they're supposed to be tanking, they're competing and building a culture. Again, 2 things to know about this league in the NFL. You can rebuild it fast. This is not Major League Baseball, where if you just don't have enough good arms, you can't get people out. It may take 5 years of drafting and acquisitions, and some small markets can't afford to get great pitching. I mean, let's be honest. Baseball has no salary cap. So you can want pitching, and you get outbid by the Astros and the Red Sox and the Dodgers and the Yankees and teams with money. It also takes a long time if you don't buy pitchers to develop pitchers. So baseball can take forever, 6, 7, 8 years to rebuild. NBA, you need star players. I mean, you can draft a bunch of really nice players, but if you can't put the ball in the bucket against good teams, you can't win. Again, there's a salary cap, but there are some teams that aren't attractive to free agents. The NFL's different. You can turn the roster over. Bill Parcells in Miami. 1 win, 11 win as GM. They had one-win team, 1-15, 11 the next year, turned over 35% of his roster. Got rid of the bad guys, got the good guys, accumulate draft picks, hit a couple of them, boom. Second thing is the NFL is trying to help you. They're trying. They created a franchise tag. We can't afford this good player. Just franchise tag him. A player leaves you, like Tom Brady leaves you, you get a compensatory pick. The schedule, if you're a fourth-place team, you play another fourth-place team. Yeah, make it easy for you. By the way, there is no draft lottery. Like the NBA. In the NFL, if you're bad, you get a great pick. In the NBA, you can be bad. Ping pong ball goes the wrong way. You got the 7th pick. First 6 players are gone. So that's why it's to me, I want to see, do you compete? Do you get better over the course of the season? Miami, first game of the year. Didn't they lose like 59-0 to Lamar Jackson? They were terrible. By the end of the year, they won 5-9. So they got better in season. Then free agent. I don't hear noise. I got a bunch of draft picks. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.